As kids, we all have an idea on how growing up might feel. We have dreams about our future. Being 26 right now, I can tell you, I fucked up. Big time. For the past 9 years, I learned how to edit YouTube videos and how to tell moving and inspiring stories. That resulted in me building a personal business of being a YouTube editor for the past 4 years. And I worked my ass off. I threw myself into that shit and worked the night shift, and it got intense. But finally, I managed to work with some of the biggest creators here in Germany. After a while, I was making a little money, but getting those bigger and bigger clients suddenly sparked a frustrating headache that got worse and worse over time. Somewhere along the way, I finally realized something. I'm not telling inspiring stories, I'm editing bullshit. Editing those silly challenges, pointless vlogs and charming podcasts suddenly didn't bring me joy anymore. It felt like I helped people scam their viewers of their time, leaving them with nothing and filling the pockets of my clients. The problem was I got what I wanted, living on my terms and making good money with it. So what do you do in this kind of situations? You swallow your pride and continue making money. Months were passing by, one day at a time, and now I'm beginning to hate what I once loved and chose to be my career that started it all. Question: what do I see now when I look in the mirror? A video editor who hates the sheer thought of the next premiere timeline, a creative person that lost his spark, an identity crisis. I don't want to do this anymore. Murphy's Law says that everything that can go wrong eventually will go wrong. So when I finally decided that I don't want to edit YouTube videos like that anymore, I've also lost 4 of my biggest clients. My identity crisis is now my second biggest problem. The bigger fish that fucks with my head now is money. I've worked my ass off for my clients, made them hundreds of thousands of dollars, and now I'm left with nothing. It honestly couldn't have been worse timing. All of these thoughts and actions led me down a very painful spiral. No more income, no energy left, no will to call up new clients, no perspective, no hope. And you're now faced with a difficult situation. But what do you do when you're burned out and feel like you're drowning? I always knew what I wanted to do one day. Being a filmmaker, a creator, and somebody living for the camera. Traveling, creating content, crafting visuals, and telling stories. I wanted to inspire people, show the world how beautiful life is and how much you can become when you're brave enough to try. And I've tried and failed more times than I can tell you in this video, but here's where I made one simple mistake. I lost trust in what I did along the way and told myself that I didn't really needed it anyways. So I just throw myself into work that feels kinda similar to the work I wanted to do. The thing I will always hate myself for is that I have never tried enough or never had the courage to try and go all in, to give it my everything, to do it like I mean it. But every time I posted anything and work got in the way, or personal life, or nearly fucking everything, I pushed myself and my dreams back into the corner and shut the door on them once again. I've never given myself the permission to fail at that dream. I've also never given myself the chance to become better or progress or become good at this in any means, because I've always been scared of what other people might think. So instead of telling my stories, I help people tell theirs. And I know I worked a lot. It sometimes felt like I worked all the time, but here's the kicker. There's a difference between working hard and being busy all the time. And I need to confess, I did that more than I'd like to admit. Now I not only killed the trust in myself and burned all my energy for client projects, now I also lost the clients that I burned all my energy for. You know what the funniest thing is? I could call and onboard new clients right fucking now. I have hundreds of numbers I could call and get back into editing tomorrow, but I don't want to. I can't live like that anymore. I want to live a different life, become a better version of me, or maybe the real me, somebody I can be proud of. I'm hurt and I'm not doing fine the last couple of weeks. And I need to change. I need to let go of old habits, old routines, and stop walking the path I've been walking before and paved the way for some new ones. For a muscle to grow, you need to push him to its limits, and in consequence he grows. With this mental state I'm in, being depressed and feeling lost, I need to do the same. Turn around, face what's hurting me, and come out stronger. I've been here before. I somehow made the mistake of falling back into old habits, and the cycle repeats itself. But not this time. I'm not doing this to get emotional comfort out here, not for attention. I'm doing it to become who I always wanted to be. I need to start over once again, but this time I'm doing it right. Life sucks right now and I feel horrible, but maybe, just maybe, this is the best thing that have ever happened to me. I'm gonna give it my all. See you next Sunday.